Are we on? So this video it's going to be a bit of a waffle video because I've got loads of stuff to do around the pond over the next couple of days. Stuff I need to catch up on. You know, a bit of cleaning, a bit of this, and a bit of water testing, and a bit of monitoring of the fish and things. And I thought I'd invite you in to come and see the plethora of stuff that Andy gets up to when I'm not usually filming. And I thought, yeah, why not? I'll invite you in to stuff that I don't usually film, as I just get on with stuff. But I don't usually talk to myself, because I'm talking to you out there. So I'm going to do some stuff today, and I thought I'd invite you in, come into my garden and watch me do some stuff. Fish are looking quite good, water temperatures, water testing, siphoning poop, changing filter floss, and so on and so on. So I don't know, I just thought I'd let you in and see what you think. If you like seeing this, maybe we'll do some more of these waffle videos. And I'm just trying to stand like this because I can see the fish. Something with yours at the moment. Mine are kind of up looking for food. I'm almost on 10 degrees now. I think I've been seeing some comments of people saying, oh, I'm up to almost 11 degrees now. Oh, well done you. I'm almost on 10 degrees now. So still the odd handful of wheat germ, that all seasons stuff that somebody took a liking to me doing.
How dare you?
My pond. So stuff. Let's just crack on with some stuff. Right then, stuff. I've also thought of something else I could do today. I might be able to get a bit of fog in the pond. Not done that for ages. Still got my bag and a half in there to do. So yeah, I might get that done today as well. But until then, I'm going to just sort out the vortex, because the little bits of food I'm putting in is obviously landing in the vortex. Now, I've not had my brushes in the vortex for a couple of months now. Took them out because there's hardly any waste coming now because I'm hardly feeding. And I thought I'll just leave them out so I can actually see what's in there rather than sort of guess, because it's stuck in the brushes. So I haven't had the brushes in for a couple of months now. So I'm going to chuck the siphon in that I use, cracking tools, use for aquariums, get one for your pond. Can't fail. Get this chucked in and get that bit of poop out. Oh, these tubs, by the way, somebody was asking about where they get the koi tubs, the measuring bowls. They're about 40, 50, 60 quid, stupid money for a bowl like this with a measuring thing in it. Don't bother with them. I get these from just hardware stores, you know, all over the world. Hardware stores, just pop in, and I don't know what they call them actually. I mean, this is a 65 litre box container, whatever you want to call it. It broke once, so I had to do some running repairs. I need a new one really. But yeah, these things, they're only sort of 10, 11 quid, nothing. And all you do is exactly the same. In fact, they've even got these little holes at the end here that allow me, when I'm sitting it in the water or when I'm catching fish. In fact, I think I made a video when I was catching the fish. I used this bowl, and it's just dead easy because you just float the bowl in, and it's just like those blue ones with the koi tax on. But these are so much more cheaper. And I use it for loads of different things as well, you know, collecting all my brushes in if I'm doing the bays like I'm doing today, and bits and pieces. So yeah, I wouldn't waste your money on those big blue expensive things. Any hardware store of a fashion, I can't remember what the place I got this from now. What was it called? The Range. It's a big store in the UK. I don't know whether you've got them anywhere else in the world, but it's called The Range. Got one in Stoke. I think you can get it from B&Q as well. That's another place in England, unfortunately. But I bet Walmart would do them in the States. You know, just big containers. Don't bother going for the dead expensive ones. There's no point. Because what I'm doing today, I'm just swishing these brushes through. Give my brushes a swish through, and then I'm going to empty the vortex and purge the bottom drain. Not done that in weeks and weeks since the last time I purged the bottom drain. Again, it's just something I do maybe once or twice through the winter, because there's not really a lot of waste going in there. But I've always found with my multi-bay is that once I've got all the brushes out, now this bit of Japanese matting was a bit left over when I did the other two bays, but I just leave it in bay 2, and I think it helps a little bit with the beneficial bacteria. Yeah, that'll throw it away, might as well use it. So I'll just let this sit for 40 minutes now, let all the sediment sit to the bottom, and get our trusty friend out and get rid of that as well, and then I'll purge the bottom drain. Another container I find comes in really handy is these builder's buckets. Nice little handles on them. I usually put a load of crap in them and stuff that I kind of think I might need. Jugs and bits and pieces, but they're also handy for doing mixing your stuff in. So as well as buckets, you could mix your PP in this, you could mix a load of stuff in it. So yeah, these builders, they're quite handy, these are, because like I say, little carry things as well. Yeah. Right, just while we're waiting for me bays to clear, now I've just taken the brushes out and stuff, I just want to go back to this. That I'm not, obviously this is quite high protein stuff. Protein on this is 45% protein on this, which is quite high protein, I'd have thought, for a feed. Need some decent temperatures for this. It'd be well over 15 degrees for me start using this. But yeah, I'd not seen it before, and I forgot to mention that. I don't know whether you spotted in the shop as well. They do. There's this, and there's also a garlic one that I've not seen before as well. I just picked this one out, suggested to me by Russell at Bay Aquatics. If you're still looking to use his website, by the way, or if you're still looking to buy stuff from Russell, I put there's a discount code that he said we could use, and also I'll put a description in the link below for where he is. But top bloke. So yeah, he suggested I tried this, which I will once the temperatures get up to, you know, above 15 degrees. Vitamin C is nature's own natural immune booster, non-clouding. That's one of the issues sometimes you get when you're putting foods in, is you get clouding from the food. I think Andy from Derby Coy, he did a few trials on putting food in containers. You know, it's a little bit different, I suppose, but it gives you an idea of what sort of clouding comes out of these foods. And it's one of the big ones that the manufacturers try to deal with, the clouding bit, because we like our ponds crystal clear. They call it gin clear. I've never mind that, but that good. People with better filter systems have gin clear water. But anyway, so you know, a lot of people have these issues with clouding when you're doing your heavy feed, because the fish are giving more waste away and you're putting a lot more feed in, and it does tend to give a lot of clouding in your water. I think there's a certain foods that you have a tinge of orange in your pond. I can't remember what that was now. Might remember before the end of the video. Or maybe not. So yeah, so I just want to go back to this, because I'm definitely excited about using this 6mm Vit C pellets. If anybody's used it in the past, comment below before I start using it, in case you go, oh god, my god, it's rubbish, or yeah, use it, it's great. You know, immune booster, omega-3s, 100% insect meal, yummy, colour sustainable. Cool. One thing I always seem to struggle with over winter is I always find that I get a lot of poop, a lot of waste stuck in the bottom. Hey Jag. I get a lot of waste stuck right in the bottom of the pond, and sometimes I have to get the scraper out and just help it over to the bottom drain. Obviously my pond sort of sits with its angles on, but sometimes I have to, like I say, I have to get the scraper out and just help it along. There's not a lot, because like I say, I don't feed a lot over winter at all. If anything, so it's just odd handfuls when I can. But yeah, I don't like that poo sitting on the bottom of the pond for too long, because basically that's fish waste and that's rotting. So I like to get it down the bottom drain and done. So just some bits and pieces down the bottom there I might just grab now. Yeah, that might do it a bit better. I think it's time to give the skimmer a quick wazz as well, make sure that still runs okay, because that's been sitting in the pond now for ages. Cracking little tools them are. Floating skimmers. If you've built a pond and you forgot to put your skimmer in, or you didn't put a skimmer in because you didn't think you needed it like I did, cracking little tools them are. Even though I've got no trees above me, you still get this sort of film of stuff on your pond that clears and helps clear. Cracking things them are. It's amazing, isn't it, how even though I'm not feeding hardly anything, but I am doing the odd handful, it's amazing how you can still get a lot of muck and fines caught up in your water. That, you know, a lot of my filter floss now, I've got that new roll from Bay Aquatics, description below if you want any yourself. Is that I'm just changing it as regular as I want now, and I think I did this about 7 or 8 days ago. Maybe I'm on the 8th day now. So once a week I'm kind of still clearing this, even though I'm not, you know, there's hardly, I mean, Waterhook's really clear, but there's still those, they call them fines, that I don't think you ever get rid of them. You know, you're talking mega fine stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to give this a quick clear out and get this new filter floss in. Cheap as chips and as effective as a tempest. If you kind of have a look at what the filter floss takes out, look at that. Fantastic, all that rubbish in there gone. Ta-ta! Also like to make sure I get my bays nice and clean. When you put in a lot of air through these things, it does splatter up. And you get lots of this kind of muck at the bottom. So just try to keep these nice and clean. See, that's all harbouring bacterial stuff. So I like to keep that nice and clean. But apart from that, I don't really touch my filter system that much through winter, just keeping bits clean. Usual water tests. I'm just checking what my KH is since I've put that bicarbonate of soda in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bingo. Between 4 and 6 is where mine for my pond is, which means it's nice and stable, which is good. So that's helping with the stabilising the pH. There's a KH buffer, and yeah, it's good, that is, bang on. Now the reason I'm having to drag the hose pipe all the way across the garden into the filter system so I can plug into the dechlorinator is a mistake I made when I first built the pond. I didn't put in a permanent water source to the filter system or to the pond. So now I have to drag the hose pipe across the garden to the back of the house where the tap is. But, you know what they say, every day's a school day. So catch me if I fall.
Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap. I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks. Listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast. Don't remember life.
Right, the 2 bays I cleared of brushes earlier on, they should have cleared by now. All the fines settled, all the light stuff settled on the bottom, so it's time for my little friend to come out again. I'm going to give these a waz off and see how much we get out, because don't forget, I've not been feeding a lot, so I'm not expecting a great deal, but I think there will still be quite a lot of fines in there. Let's crack on.
I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
There you go, not a great deal, but there's still quite a bit of fines in there that is no longer in my filter system and is now out. And don't forget, if you're looking to use any of the tools and equipment and stuff that I use on the channel, I'll leave it all in the description below. You basically log onto Amazon. I'm affiliated account with Amazon. Costs you no more money, but it helps me to support this channel. So all that's left for me to do now is get these brushes back in. Top up the system, because it was in need of a bit of a water change anyway, and then I'm done. So if you like the video, please subscribe, share to all your friends, and click that like button, because that makes all the difference to the algorithm thingy, as I always say. Thanks very much for watching Aqua Lifestyle.